Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. Gonna go over the new pins that I have received, and then I will share some Disney art that I have going, that I had gotten over the years, whether it is lithographs from various video papers. Hello, only passengers. Thank you for joining. And also a lithograph that I have received when I was a cast member at Disney. You were able to purchase it. So, just waiting to see if anybody else jumps in. I know this time of day, I also know that Mama Mouse is going to be going live at 5:30 on Myers and the Mouse. But I just wanted to show a couple pins that I have received, and then, like I said, the lithographs. But, you know, whenever you would sign up for, hello, Stevie Lee, thank you for joining. Whenever you would sign up for a video at the Disney store, you would get the lithographs, free lithographs, and then I also have you could buy, you could actually bought the actual cartoon carousel, or you could have gotten a print of it. Whenever I was a cast member, I went with the cheaper version, but it's still, I'm not sure what the cost of it is nowadays. I should look into it just to see what it is. Feel free to share out the stream. It would be much appreciated. Make sure you guys hit up the thumbs up button. I know it's a surprise stream. I do know Myers and the Mouse, Mama Mouse will be going live at 5:30. So this was just a quick stream. I'm just trying to build up my watch time hours. And so I'll be doing a few different surprise streams. I'll go ahead and start with the pins that I have recently received, and then we'll move into the lithographs. But the first pin that I received in the mail was one of the limited edition Carousel Progress pins. I don't know, this one's kind of loose, so I don't know if it might have gotten broken, but you kind of open it up and there is the father from the Carousel Progress pin. So it's limited edition Tomorrowland. It came out at the same time as the Space Mountain pins that were received. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm kind of leery of it because it kind of is loose, and I don't know if it should be that loose, but we'll see. I usually just store my pins that I collect until I decide what I'm going to do with it. Hello, Deborah Reeves. Thank you for joining. But that was the first pin that I gotten. And then, of course, the second pin I received was a Baby Yoda pin. So, from The Mandalorian. I know these were pretty sought after. I was lucky enough to get one, so that would be okay. Thank you, Mike. But this is so at PTV at 5:30, Myers and the Mouse, PTV at 6, and then it looks like Paper Scissors Vacations Oh My at 7. I know Disney Nerd Herders is at 7 with guest stars of Jim from More Sunshine Please and Greg of Expedition Greg. And then, of course, we know This and That, and also Monarch Moments. So, and yes, Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers will be on at 8. Yes, I know he does know all the streams there. It's always helpful to know that. I just jumped on real quick because I did see that Mama Mouse was going on at 5:30. So, but I wanted to share the 2 pins I received, and then I will show you some of the lithographs that I've gotten over the years from reserving the DVDs or at those times, VHS times, and we'll start with the first one because I think that was like the first time they did it. Was the Beauty and the Beast packet. This probably would have been pretty cool to have. I know you had to buy a piece of art, and I don't know if Paige O'Hara would have signed any other types of art except the art that they were selling down there, but it would have been pretty cool to have that down there when she was there. And you can tell this is an older thing because this advertisement was in the folder that the Disney store put in there, and you can see what movies actually came out. The Santa Claus, Christmas Winnie the Pooh, and of course the Beauty and the Beast, Winnie the Pooh, and then the treasures of the old movies, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and then I can't think of what the other one was there, but they also had the lithographs of that. Thank you, Mike. But this is the first Beauty and the Beast lithograph. It's the Beast with Belle, and it looks like they're out on the patio area of the castle whenever they were meeting for their special dinner. So that's the first lithograph that was in the set. There's actually 3 of them, 3 or 4. The next one is, you know, as they were getting to know each other, they're out in the snow area with the birds and outside the castle. Yes, Stevie Lee, how have you been feeling these days? But this is one of the pictures that came with the set of them outside just enjoying each other's company whenever they first realized they were in love. And then the next one is the Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, and Cogsworth, and they're watching out the window. Hello, Julio. Thank you. Oh, okay, yes. I know these coughs have been lingering. Julio, if I was actually out in Disneyland, I probably would be excited about the new parade. But since I'm on the East Coast and not anywhere near any of the Disney parks, but it's still exciting to see what the new parade is. It'll be exciting to see if anybody out in the West Coast streams it and get to catch it, because it's always neat to see what new stuff there is. I hope Disney World would get a new nighttime parade or something here eventually. And then the last one, of course, is the famous ballroom scene with Beast and Belle. And they're in the ballroom dancing together. But that's the last piece. That was in that set whenever you reserved the Beauty and the Beast. One of the things, whenever those VHS tapes had come out, and then eventually, of course, the DVDs came out, they had box sets. And I know a couple of them I opened, but I never really pulled out. But they did come with like lithographs and various other merchandise in it. So I'll have to take a look sometime to see. Yeah, maybe Disney Parks Live would show that, Stevie Lee. Like their West Coast crew or something. He said Thursday, I believe. And that's a good idea, Mike. I'll have to keep that in mind myself, because I know sometimes I get a cough and it's kind of driving me crazy sometimes. February 28th, okay. Another one that you were able to reserve at one time was Mulan. And this is from 1999. And when you reserved, you got it in this frame. And they only actually gave you one at the time. And this is Mulan with Mushu. but it's from the 1999 Disney Store Lithograph Collection. But it's Mulan and Mushu and Cricket outside the on the steps there, outside probably the dojo or wherever they were, the temple and stuff. Hey Mike, if you could send me that link, that would be great too. Like on my Instagram, that would be nice. Because it's always nice to see what types of stuff and shows and everything that they have. A lithograph is kind of like their art, and then they make it into various prints. But what it is this is just a print on some fine paper. It's probably what they did is taken probably one of the original cells. Hello, Disney Boffins, and put it on to like a painting type of thing. Whenever artists, type of art. This one is Bambi, and this one is from 1997. When Bambi came out on the VHS tape. I'm guessing because at that time that is one of them. But this is Bambi, and that has Bambi, Thumper, and Flower, and they're out in the woods just playing in the flowers in the woods there. And this one is from 1997. Unfortunately, I don't really have wall space to like go and frame these and hang them all up, so I just have them in the little folders that they gave them. Then the next one I have is a Finding Nemo one, and this one came with a few of them, and you can tell, like, depending on how long ago there was, but like George of the Jungle, Santa Claus 2, The Lion King, and Sleeping Beauty, and then of course Pirates of the Caribbean, and then of course more of the Disney treasures coming out on the videos. But this is from Finding Nemo. Yes, it is old because George of the Jungle and stuff. And trying to think, Finding Nemo, this one, if there's a date on it, but I don't see a date on there. But I know it had to have been after 2000 because my nephew, we went to see Finding Nemo whenever it first came out, and the lines were pretty long to go see it. But this one is with Mr. Ray and all the school kids getting ready to go off to school, with Mr. Ray swimming around the reef. That lithograph, looks like there's 4 of them in this packet. This one is Dory and I'm guessing Marlin. Dory and Marlin. And they're swimming around the reef. And then this one is Crush, Squirt, Dory, and Marlin on the the Australian, the EAC type of things. But that is Crush, Squirt, Dory, and Marlin swimming on the EAC. I believe that's what it was called, where they went to Australia on with the turtles. And then the last one is the Pelican that's helping Dory and Marlin get to the dentist's office, where he's flying over to the dentist's office to help get Nemo out of the office there. But that's the Pelican once they got to Australia, or Sydney, Australia. Hello, Lucky 3. Thank you for joining. But I was just showing some of the Disney art. Well, actually, lithographs that I'd gotten over the years at the Disney store. I believe they still give them out, because I know when I was there last week, they were talking about the Frozen 2, and they actually showed one of the lithographs that you could reserve. If you reserved it, you got one of these as a gift. But that was the Finding Nemo series. I do have other ones. I couldn't reach them, so I'll have to show them another time on a stream. And I knew I was kind of limited on time, so I didn't want to take up all that time. And then, I don't know if you've ever seen this one, Mike, or not. When I was a cast member back in the 89, 90, and 91, they offered cast members a chance to get either an original comic cell, or you could get the one that's like a step down. Like a Sarah cell type of thing, and you could get it deducted from your paycheck on how you want to pay for it, and it's actually I think it's all the Fab Five, and I'll show that to you. Okay, 2003 for Finding Nemo. I am watching Disney Plus. Okay, thank you, Stevie Lee. Yeah, I'm guessing that's whenever, because I remember my young nephew carrying his Nemo doll to see Finding Nemo. And it was crazy busy to go see that here at all the theaters here in Pittsburgh. Yes, thank you. But Mike, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to purchase this or not, but this is it was a cast member only type of thing that you could get from the Walt Disney things, and you could get the original cell, or you could get what they call a Sarah cell, which was like a step down of it. And this is the Fab Five. And this is actually, I got this back in 1991, or probably 1990, 91 years. And it's in this folder. It's been in this folder forever. I don't want to pull it out because I don't want to have it damaged or anything. I was going to try to pull it out, but I'm not going to because it's kind of wedged in there pretty good. Yes, that's where you got it from. Was through Company D. They had an offer. I think I paid for part of it and then deducted the rest for my Disney paycheck at the time. But it's pretty cool. I've had it since I was a cast member back in the day in the early 90s. I don't know if it's worth anything these days or not. I never really looked around on eBay or anything like that. Hello, Brenda Thompson. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm just trying to put it back in the folder. Probably should have gloves on. Not that printed up, but that's what it looks like. Thank you, Brenda, and thank you for joining. But that was pretty much, that's all the different Disney art that I actually have at this point, because I didn't reach in for the other pieces, and I'll show those another time. Plus then I have some various other Disney pieces that I'll do as a show and tell type of thing. I know at one point I was gonna, when Pepper Tree Villa was doing their show and tell, was gonna try to get on one of their shows at the time, but it just never worked out that way to jump on with them whenever they were showing various stuff. But I'll show some of the things that I've gotten that are actually from like 89 and the 90s. A lot of it's like music boxes and whenever they had the Art of Animation store where the launch bay was. When I was a cast member, I bought a couple different art pieces there. So, just a few different things. Then I've always been into buying special figures. And collecting all the different stuff. Yeah, that would be nice. I know I have an old-fashioned Mickey Mouse radio from when I was a kid, and I had sent them a picture of it. I'm not sure if it actually works or not, but I'll have to pull it out sometime to see if I plug it in, if it actually works, or even look into seeing up. Hello, Candy Mom. Thank you for joining. And even with this cast member cell, kind of researching it to just see if there's any type of value to that or not. I don't plan on selling it, but if there was some reason or other to see, but I guess it would be, whoever was interested in it if I did an eBay type of thing. And like I said, these are the pins that I received. It was the Carousel Progress one, the anniversary edition, limited edition, 45th anniversary, and then you kind of peel that down, and it reveals the father of the Carousel Progress, and of course, the Baby Yoda pin. I received that also as a gift. Or was able to get that from someone who was in Florida, so it's pretty nice. Yes, is that the Disney Visa card one, Candy Mom? Was that the one that the Disney Visa card had? Okay, yes. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting until tomorrow because they're going to start their Disney Friends and Family sale. And I need to buy a couple more of those VCR pins to see if I can get the whole set. And if not, any of the doubles I have, I'll either trade with people if they have doubles of something that I don't have, or I will give them away as a type of thing. Yes. I guess on Leap Day, Candy Mom, someone sent me a message that they're going to release a Tigger key on February 29th, Leap Day, and you do the same thing, make a $15 purchase. So I'm going to have to remember to do that on February 29th. Try to get the Tigger key. I've never really collected the keys, but Tigger is one of my favorite characters. So I'll have to do that. Oh, okay, you saw the Cinderella key. Do you know when that might be released, or it was released? All that dust from the lithographs and everything. Okay, 3/7. I'll have to remember that. I know this coming Saturday, I'm going to try to go over to my Disney store pretty early and line up to try to get the Pirates of the Caribbean Minnie Mouse series pins that come in a 3-set, and I know Angela from Dis Our Dreams wants the ears, so that'll be good. Oh, cool. So you'll probably be able to, yeah, I don't know if they do the keys in the park or not. Hello, Redemption Tech 25, Zach. Yeah, you have to try to get it online, yes. But I know this Saturday I'm going to try and get up early, because I know the last time when the Space Mountain Minnie Mouse stuff, I heard a cast member say people were standing outside the store at 7 a.m. So, and that's like 3 hours before the store actually opens. And then they kind of hand it out. So hopefully they have more than like 3 or 4 products of each. I know they had a lot of the mugs, but I'm not interested in the mugs. I really would like to get the pins, but I'll probably also sit there and try and buy them online also. because I tried to buy the Space Mountain pins online, but they were gone before, even though I could still purchase it. It just kept saying there was a problem. I'll show this again since I know Zach just came on, but this was a this was a Cirrus cell that I could purchase back when I was a cast member at Hollywood Studios, but any Disney cast member could buy this or the actual cartoon cell of the painting of this. But they called this a Cirrus cell, which was a copy of the original type of thing. But it was a cast member only type of item. I never really looked in to see if there's any type of value to it now. It does have the Fab Five on it. I think that's how they touted it, was the Fab Five. Because I always thought Daisy was part of the Fab Five, but I guess it's these 5 characters and not Daisy instead of Pluto. Yes. That's the other thing. I've had this since 1990, 91. So yes, so it's over 30 years old. So it's lasted that long. I'll have to probably go and get it framed to keep it even in better shape. Friends of mine, they actually won a specially made cell for the company that they work for, because they were in partnership with Disney, and they didn't really have room in their house, and they said, hey, I know you're a Disney fan, and they had given it to me. So I have that hanging up, but that actually came in a frame of it. So but that was pretty much it. I know Myers and the Mouse, Mama Mouse, is coming on at 5:30. At 6 p.m., I know Pepper Tree Villa does their daily dose of Disney. At 7 p.m., I know Disney Nerd Herders go on. They're having special guests of Jim and More Sunshine Please and Expedition Greg. D&G Explorers goes on at 8 p.m. And then I know at 9 o'clock, everyone knows that This and That Crew goes on at 9 p.m. I know Mike had mentioned that Paper Scissors Vacations Oh My was gonna come on at 7 p.m. also, and he wasn't sure what that was going to be about, whether it was just an announcement stream or a stream just to talk about new things at Disney. I know the prices have gone up on both Disneyland and Disney World, at least on the annual passes. I'm guessing on tickets. I'm not surprised, but in a way it's kind of upsetting considering that they just did it. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, because I was talking to my boss about that, because he is in the marketing part of our company and he sells a lot of the tickets and stuff, and we were talking about that also. And I said, yeah, they're upping the tickets and everything, and I can understand it is kind of pricing some of the middle class and lower class people, or they'll just have to save one more time a little bit more to take their family probably on the once in a lifetime vacation. Unfortunately for me, I mean, my annual pass didn't expire. It doesn't expire until end of June. Yes, plus I was pulling out those lithographs and it was kind of dusty too. But yes, Stevie Lee, I do have a cough, and I have to go and take the medication after this. But it was also, all those things were dusty where I was pulling them out of. So I had different lithographs. You can also watch the replay. And this is like Finding Nemo lithographs that I got whenever you sign up for the VHS tapes or the DVDs at the Disney store. I had one from Finding Nemo, Bambi, Mulan, and of course Beauty and the Beast. Wow, yeah, I know Tanya, the crazy Disney lady, is out at the park. She does a Wednesday night stream. Prince Charming Dev is going to be live. I know also I've seen a few other people in the park streaming. It's kind of smaller channels that I'm friends with. So yeah, it's a busy night on streaming. So I do like to thank Dean of the Live Plays. He does have my channel on there. I'm working on a time and date to have a kind of a regular show, which I'll do different things, whether it's, yes, it is a Disney Stream Marathon night where I'll do different games, nights of trivia, whether it's general trivia, Disney trivia. Sometimes it could be Family Feud type of trivia where we guess the top 10 or top 8 or top 5 answers. I have 80s trivia. So, and I'm looking at some other types of different things. Maybe do a Connect 4 challenge. People in the chat put you in the brackets and you play against each other, and we have a champion from there. I know some people, and I don't really like the copy, but it's always a good idea. Maybe like a snack bracket or a rides bracket or a park bracket or something like that. But I don't like to copy a lot of things from different people, but I know there's a lot of trivia people out there, but it's just to have fun. And plus also share some of the older Disney merchandise that I've gotten back in the 90s when I worked at Disney World, and also collecting after my time at Disney World that you no longer can purchase. So but I do thank everyone for dropping in. If you're watching the replay and you're new to the channel, please make sure you consider subscribing. Also, please make sure you hit the like button. Also, anybody in the stream that hasn't hit the like button, it would be much appreciated. And I do thank everyone for that. It's actually starting to snow in my area again. Mike, I will be getting your package out. In fact, once I'm done here, I'll be jumping down to the post office. I know Lucky 3, you have a package from winning last week coming to you. And also Frankie of Just Another Disnerds has a package on her way also to her house for winning a prize. I do have something where maybe I'll do a trivia night and just keep tabs on who are the different winners. And I give away one big prize at the end of the month of trivia, and because I do have a few bigger prizes that I picked up on like the clearance shelf at the Disney store. And I know I'm going to be hitting the Disney store here in the next 2 days for the family and friends to see if anything new is happening. So I do thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. Have a great, wonderful Wednesday. Don't forget Preserving the Magic with Mama Mouse right after this at 5:30. So go out and enjoy your evenings and let the adventures begin. And thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. Bye, everyone. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah Reeves. You're welcome. And I also have a lot of beach towels I'll be sharing with everyone, because I collect a lot of Disney beach towels whenever they're on sale, or even if I see one that I want right away. So I will see all of you and let the adventures begin. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.